You see that face? Yes, I had a lot of exegeting to do today as I have been procrastinating this week, but I finally got my sermon done. And that was a relief for me, definitely. But a lot of reading and everything that I had to do today and isolate myself. But then a road trip. I just needed to get out and I had a prescription to pick up. You can see where I live is very rural and I love it. I love all of the trees and everything that we see, the sprawling estates. Sometimes we come into areas like this that can be dangerous at times because they may have a drop off and you can't swerve, you can't do anything. So, yes, Charlotte Pastor Caldwell, I had on my good glasses today, not my okey doke glasses that I can see in and sometimes I can't. All of that is a major drop off, and you have to be very careful. And as you can see, there's a sign that people may be crossing the street on horses. But other than that, you come up and you will see beautiful large estates. Like this is one home right here, and the land just starts going and going and going and going. And many times they have cows out in the pasture there, but I think they begin to rotate them from farm to farm for whatever reason. It may be for the maintenance of the grass or something like that. But if food supply was scarce, these people would have a line at their door trying to get meat. That is for sure. But you can see the beautiful trees. This is why my husband and I ventured to this southern part of Georgia to enjoy the trees and the beauty of everything. But they are slowly beginning to chop down trees, development, condos. So I hope that something will slow that down because I love the beauty of the natural landscape and they alter it a little too much for me. But throughout this area that you're going to see, many people travel this back road. This is a back road. You know, you can get on 85. I usually choose not to. And after all of the work I had to do today in preparation for tomorrow communion service, I needed to see the beauty of the earth and the sky. Look at that beautiful, beautiful sky. And as we cascade, my husband and I, he went with me to get my prescription and just to let me have a woo-saw moment, which I greatly needed. You know, we're going to come up on some very strong power lines, and generally most of the homes in this area, they sit far back from the road so that they're not up on the power lines. But on this left side of the road that you see, further up, they built new homes that sit right on top of these power lines. I do not like that. I lived in a neighborhood once where some of the power lines came through the neighborhood, and one lady developed severe multiple sclerosis. And finally, her family moved in. They would help, and then she just sold the house and she moved out because her health care prices and bill was getting too high. But once she moved and went to an area where she was not close to power lines, all of her symptoms began to subside. Believe it or not, she was walking again. She was able to function, take care of her kids, and live alone with her kids again, which I thought was very, very interesting. Now, this road right here, you will see mobile homes and sometimes just, a single family dwelling, but double wides are popular on this road. And normally the Trump signs line this entire road. But recently they have been taking a lot of those signs down. And I guess, I do want to mention the Peach State Report by Tabitha. She talked about a lady by the name of Tori Branham. Tori Branham did exactly what my community expects her to do as a Caucasian woman. She did not call the authorities when she did her investigation and saw that undocumented people were working at this plant, this automobile plant. She didn't call on the authorities and the companies and the construction companies that hired these people. No, she did not. She called ICE to come and get the people. She did her job. Yes, she did. She was socialized for many generations in her family to do exactly what she did. It made me very sad. But if that is human trafficking, wouldn't you call the authorities on those who are doing the trafficking and not those who are harnessed and harmed by what they're doing? Now, you will see I'm on the final stretch home here. And this was very good for me. As a preacher and sitting and reading and studying and meditating, I spent a lot of time by myself. So to be able to drive out with my husband and see the beautiful landscape, I am so happy for that. Enjoying the beautiful clouds. I hope you are too. It was a good ride out, and I needed that to relax my mind, get ready for service tomorrow to minister and speak to the people about consequences, that your actions have consequences. I don't think we think about that anymore. We'll say karma or you reap what you sow, but every action there is an equal reaction. So I wonder what equal reaction Tori will receive from all of the things she did this week and then had to brag about all those things. Oops, my leg. All right, guys, enjoy this beautiful, beautiful land that I live out on. It is so beautiful. And it is peaceful out here, but I do not drive at night. As you can see, there are no street lights, zero street lights. As Charlotte Pastor Caldwell, being of a particular age, that is, I can't always see. And seeing is good when you're driving. It just is. It is good. Enjoy the final footage here, and I will see you all tomorrow.